Hi, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners. And one of the biggest mistakes newer investors make is they always look at charts after the fact. Say, oh, well, that was easy. Oh, yeah, I can see that cup and a handle. Oh, yeah, that's a flat base. Sure, that was a piece of cake. You're cheating yourself. It's far better to slide the charts back before a breakout and study them. Why? Then you train your eyes and mind on what to look for. That will dramatically improve your investing results. So let's do this. Let's just go through and look at some of these. So we're going to look at AOSL first. Just a nice little downward sloping trend line. It's nothing, just connecting the highs. It's nothing fancy. By the way, please don't think you got to get it to the penny. No, just intersect the lines, near the tops here, near the tops here, near the tops here, tops here. That's it. Just a line, and then advance it. You can say, I guess if it takes out that line, it'd be great. By the way, great earnings before the breakout. Boom. Look at the volume pickup. And off it goes. There we go. And look at this again. Another igniting bar. Reversal bar. And another pickup bar here. And that's it. 12.8 today. Look at the volume on that bar. See this? Check this out. You've got a little line right there. Just connecting the tops. Nothing fancy. Couple weak top. And it lifts off. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. You think they voted? Yeah, they voted. So there's example 1. Now I'm going to go to example 2. I've got about 6 of these to show you. I'm going to pause this so that, and there's a reason why, so I can slide the chart back to avoid perceptual bias. All right, here's the next chart for us. Li Auto. Li, leading group, is in the top 10 groups, runs up on heavy volume, pulls back on decreasing volume. Notice where it stops. Comes down near the rising 21 EMA, support at the 8 EMA. Notice also, volume on this bar was heavy, right? But then it dropped off. Notice also that all through here, and I'll draw this for you. Look at the heavy up volume, and on the pullback, look at the decreasing volume. There wasn't a lot of selling there. This stock also, and I have the note on it, also had huge sequential revenue growth. That's what we're after. Several different things we look for. Please know this. You don't need all of them. You don't need great earnings and great sales. It's nice if you have it. One or the other satisfies it. Okay? Look at that. Igniting bar. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Look what they did. Look at the volume on that animal. Isn't that great? Then it reverses down. Gaps up and reverses down. What do you do on something like, hey, you get in a gift like this, you can sell a little bit into that strength. Okay? Look at that big gap. That's huge. Take a little bit off. Inside bar. Okay. Fine. And it flops around. And then it starts to take off again. Meanders. Pulls back. Look at where it stops here. Bouncing off the 20-day. 21 EMA. Pulls back. And this is where we're at today on December 8th. By selling some on that emotional gap up, it's great. Sell more here. On this, gaps up and starts to fade, you could sell a little bit more. Do you sell all of it? No. But you'll take some and lock in from the gift. We're in this. We're in great shape. And by selling some, it allows us to handle this when it pulls back a little bit below the 21 EMA. That's wonderful. So let's do the next one. Here we go. Shutterstock. Take a look at Shutterstock. By the way, this stock's earnings were up 88% before it broke out. Nice clean shelf here. It was in a good group too. Nice clean shelf. Just connect the tops. Nothing fancy. This was a good bar here, by the way. Look at that. It's just going sideways above the 50-day, the 21, the 8. Just going sideways. Advance it. It picks up. Look at this. The volume on this bar is 200,000 shares. This bar, 728,000 shares. Almost 3.5 times as much as the volume on this bar. Folks, that's sweet potato pie. Look at that. And what does it do? It lifts. And it walks up. What is this? The ADMA. Love the ADMA. And there you go. Still working. Locked some profits in. And here's where it is. And what's it do today or yesterday? Lifts off, or a couple of days ago again. Lifts off again. Look at the volume pickup on that bar. Tell me people didn't see this. Just going sideways, resting, starts to pick up on a pickup in volume, bouncing off the 21 EMA, and takes off. There's another classic case, and that's where it is right now. We're in great shape with it. Still own? Yeah. No reason to sell? All of it. Okay? Lock some profits in. Let it work. Here's the next one. Pinduoduo. Highs here, here. This is a big tail bar. Here, here. Look at the line. I drew it. It's pretty simple. By the way, please don't think you've got to get the line to the penny. No. Just get her close. Get it to a point where everybody can see it. See that? Highs here, 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 and here. Going across. Fairly flat line. It's fine. By the way, the stock was in a top group, had sales up 63% right here when we were looking at it. Right here. Up on good volume on this bar, pulls back on decreasing volume. Oh, that's not too bad. Maybe if it takes out that line, that would be good. And we won volume if it does it. Oh, look at that. I'll be darned. You think everybody sees this? This is why Mission Winners were so big on studying the charts and sharing things with the VIPs, is training our eyes and minds on what to look for. VIPs own this. Oh, baby, sweet potato pie. Look at that. Pulls back. What do you do on something like this gift right here? You see this bar right here? It ran up. How was the volume on that bar? I'll take it back for you. Tell me, how's the volume? Yeah, it's kind of sold off a bit. You got to be careful there. Starts to drop on a volume pickup. You take some off. Comes down here. Look at the wiggle. That's why you're glad you took some off. You could have even sold more on the gap down. Don't let a good gain turn into a loss. By selling some, it allows you to give it more room. And then look what it does. It takes off. And then you get this. By the way, earnings coming in on this, all right? Look at that. Is that power? That's great. I mean, that's a 50% move. Pulls back, sells some into strength, starts to drop. And what's it doing now? Just basing here. Got another little base coming in here. Going sideways. Look at that bar right there. See that? By the way, notice this. It's just going sideways, folks. Hits here, hits here, hits here. Ain't nothing fancy. Starts to pick up. Would you not buy here? There's no real volume on it. I'll leave it, see what happens. Really no volume there. Just going sideways, no real volume there. No real push yet. Oh, it starts to pick up here. Look at that. On a volume pickup. Fairly clean shelf right there. And note the volume pickup. They voted. And that's where it's at. But isn't that nice? We're going to do another one for you. This is another keyless stock. CURV. It's in a leading group. Had a 98 composite rating. Earnings were up 60%. 60% at this point in time on November 27th. Just going sideways. All right? Fell down on a pickup in volume. But there's a shelf there. Just connecting the tops. Nothing fancy. And you say to yourself, gosh, I guess if it takes out this line here, that'd probably be a place to buy if it has good volume. You know, maybe that's something we could do. Boom. Look at this. On this bar, folks, the stock did 750,000 shares. On this bar, the stock did 1.4 million. On this bar, the stock did 1.1 million. On this bar, the stock did 2.2 million shares. They voted. They voted. That's an igniting bar. That's a buy bar. You buy pushing through the line. Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's good. And there you're at. That's where you're at. Right there. It's a good start. It's a good start. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you as far as training our eyes and mind on how to find good candidates to make money. And again, this is what we do at Mission Winners. It's not just giving ideas, all right? So I'm kind of hung up on this. If you just give ideas and you don't educate, what happens if something happens to the person that's given the ideas? And I don't want it to happen to anybody, but if it does, you're no better off. Knowledge is power. Knowledge can be transferable to other people. That's why I'm doing this. And how long I've been doing this? I was there for the crash of '87, so I've been doing it a while. I love teaching. I love the markets. It's fun. It's fun. It's a challenge. It keeps you humble, keeps you honest. Anyway, we've got constraints. We know what to look for fundamentally. We know what to look for technically. We look for those. We train our eyes and our mind. We look for that volume surge, because I say this all the time. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for where they're voting.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.